very first gig was last month, 40 years ago.
So that's
I know. It's,
1975.
yeah, it would have been. Well, yeah, 5.
So 1975. Okay, well, a few years later, I was in college at that time, and Pornography came out, and my first job was with Hustler magazine in 1982.
Cool. Oh,
And
wow.
that record was almost a foreshadowing of my career.
Wow.
Then I got into rock journalism, but I started, like Henry Miller, writing about erotica.
Cool.
Anyway, Pearl, let's talk about this
Beautiful guitar.
exquisite guitar. Yes.
Photo. Well, Schecter, my 345 was basically getting too old to be on the road, and Schecter said they'd do a version of it for me. And there was this graphics artist who was into street, what's it called?
Calligraphy?
Skateboards, and he'd done a lot of designs and stuff like that, named Kev Gray. And so I just got together with him and said, look, do you think you could incorporate some of my tattoos that he'd done some of the designs for into the guitar? And so hence there's sort of sections that you can see.
So the entire art of the guitar was inspired by your body art.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, these are round. That's on the back of my head. So yeah, and it was just a really close connection.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, embodiment really, even to the point that this is the tongue of that snake.
Okay.
So that when I play, that comes out of the snake's mouth. Yeah.
In 40 years, you've had a lot of guitars, but is this the only one where it mirrors like your actual self?
No, there is another one that Schecter made, which I think is actually this one.
Okay.
And that is my back.
Okay.
Which I really love that guitar. Yeah.
You got balance then.
Yeah. So yeah, definitely got that going.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
This is one of my own paintings, though, which I've got tattooed on my back.
Do you remember your first guitar?
My very first guitar was a Jedson Les Paul copy, which I still own.
You still own it?
I still own it, and I changed the pickups and the electrics as time went on, so that it was more usable. But yeah, my mum and dad bought me that when I was 15.
In England?
In England,
Yes.
yeah. In what used to be Selma's music store, which is not there anymore.
Right.
Yeah, they took me to Tottenham Court Road and sat me down, and we came up with that guitar.
You haven't been approached over the years to have either this guitar or this guitar put into some hard rock cabinet or a Hall of Fame someplace or a museum?
There's one version of this in
A duplicate?
It's in a Hard Rock in Las Vegas.
Yeah, I live in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
Sure.
There's a couple of things. I had an auction and sold off some of my stuff, and a couple of them have gone off.
Right.
Yeah.
I asked a lot of these guitars today if they have an emotional connection to their instruments.
Of course. Yeah. How can you not?
Yeah.
Especially with a semi-acoustic guitar, it's such a physical guitar. The volume that goes through the body of the guitar, you can feel it as you play. They become very close.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.